So what is a run where you build around undead? Specifically, first thing, obviously, is we have full equipped all of the silverware here, +2 heroes damage to all undead. So our first loops are going to be very, very easy. We can really ramp up what the enemies are doing to us very, very quickly because we will be quite powerful against them early on. Get ourselves a good grounding. +2 heroes damage against all vampires. I mean, that's going to be helpful as well. You know, vampires out on the run. Regen if we have it, food if we have it. Which hero are we gonna play? Should probably think about that first. Which hero are we gonna play? And also, to whom are we going to go? I like the idea of fighting Omicron again, but I don't want to go back to chapter 1 where we're not really getting high tier materials. We're not able to take home that many materials either. A lot of the undead do have souls, so I can see a run where it incorporates, instead of Arsenal, the Ancestral Crypt. If we're incorporating the Ancestral Crypt, then it doesn't make sense for us to have Rogue as our choice. We really want Arsenal if we're going for Rogue. So if we're taking Ancestral Crypt, we're going Necromancer, or we're going the Warrior. Apparently the Necromancer would not benefit from the extra damage from our jewelry, +2 heroes damage against all undead, +2 heroes damage against all vampires, which means the only thing that we have the ability to do here is Warrior. Not that I'm salty about it, but I need it to be clarified so I know what I'm building around. Okay, so we're building around the Warrior, we're building around this area, we're building around this position. I'm gonna look at our different pickups here in the trait deck. Gift of Blood, hero may strike with Blood Lightning each attack. The chance is equal to his Vampirism. The chance is equal to his Vampirism. That sounds good for us. That sounds like it's actually, like, you know, on reasonable tier with the Warriors actually quite substandard hero traits. Because we want to scale Vampirism. Post-mortem toll. Plus 30% chance to get a random basic resource chunk upon killing an enemy. I do like that, but I shouldn't need it. Awkward fragment. Sorry, awakened fragment. 2% chance to get a whole resource sphere instead of a chunk. Lightning fast. 20% chance to perform a quick 3 attack instead of a regular attack, dealing 50% damage each hit. Treasure Hunter? Treasure Hunter actually legitimately has been really good for me in the past. Oh boy. And then there's Shield of Faith, finally. Each time the hero kills an enemy, he'll receive a stained glass window that has a 20% chance to absorb on attack and shatter. Stacks up to 3 times. Okay. I think Lightning Fast is also a good choice for us here. And then we will choose our deck. We've got Ancestral Crypt. We'll be taking that along with us. Temporal Beacon, do you come? They're afraid of vampires. They're not really going to join that many fights. However, days will pass faster. Do I want days to pass faster? We'll look at that later. Oblivion, I always just keep Oblivion. I think Oblivion's just nice to have in your back pocket. Suburbs, do I want to level up? I kind of liked the last run's effective use of the Suburbs. And we are playing the Warrior again, right? So Suburbs, Desert, Forest, all of this makes sense to continue using. Same with the River. If we keep the River and we keep the battlefield, we now have the ability to get the Siren on the field like very early on, which would be lovely. Vampire Mansion gets tagged back on. We turn the village on. Spider Cocoon goes off. Grove goes off. Let's turn Blood Grove off as well as the Ruins. Smith's Forge? I think not. Bookery is still nice, I think. We'll get some Vampire Mages to fight as well. So at this rate, we are spawning undead, spawning people, turning them into undead, spawning undead, spawning undead. Eventually spawning vampires. boosting our attack speed and our experience, lowering the enemy's HP percentages, boosting our... Since you want food, you probably want meadows and wheat. I don't know if that's how I want to ever collect food. Maybe I'm being too stubborn. Maybe I do want to create food. This feels so substandard now, especially if I'm not running the temporal beacon. I don't want to put that back out on the field. I mean, I'm getting healed from the villagers as well. I died. Buggery. Buggery dang and heck. We've got Blood Road Buggery, Road Lantern, Road Lantern? Road Lantern? Maybe not. Yeah, let's get wheat fields out there. Let's do more stuff with the villagers. I haven't done much with the wheat fields before. Maybe there's another modification that can occur to the wheat fields. I don't know. I don't think there is, but I don't know. But post. I mean, the outpost would be helpful for fighting, but I don't want you to take my items, so no. I'm starting to settle. My heart is settling on this. I don't think I need the treasury. I think that's a really good way to get some extra equipment in a world where you are running a lot of landscaping, but we already have the ability to get a lot of equipment. Our supply is not entirely filled. We have one more that we can take. Heals an HP after killing an enemy. Rat wolves, no. Plus 1% base HP for every food item placed in your camp. So 2% plus base HP? Actually, no, I probably just go heal me when I go through a campfire. No! Raise rare items. Oh my god, Jeweler's Lens. I can't believe I almost didn't do that. I think we're set. I think this is what we do. Now, as for the upgrades out here, we can upgrade the canteen. This would require a lot of our food in order to do that, which unfortunately, I think I want to hold out upgrading my food, or upgrading anything that would require usage of my food right now. All of these require pretty heavy usage of my food, actually. I think I'm going to hold my resources. Let's go. Hunter, warrior, we're kind of like we're warrior dominant, but we're necromancer waning. We're in that realm. All right, let's get this crypt down. Hang on, I'm not using beacons, right? The crypt's safest space actually might be in the literal middle of the map. Good. I'm gonna immediately start on my McKee. We know we're gonna need it. Why not use it? Ooh, suburb. Ah. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? So, what I want to do for my suburbs... I want to try and build them down in this corner. Here. And then just snake the river. Like... up there. But like, so... Oh, God. How long would the suburbs have to be? So this one's here, this one's here, this one's here. This one can transform, right? So if I had like 5 wide and the river started here, River goes up, across, up, across, up, across. All of its jagged edges, I need to actually have another placement past. So really, I want the river to start here. Up, across, up, across, up, across, up, across, up. Which means that I only have the ability to position all of those with suburbs. That's so little. That's so little suburbia. I can do it a little bit wider if I do it on the bottom side here, because we have more of a taper before we go up to the top. So that's what I'm gonna do. I always get such an early oblivion. I don't know what it is. Another brass candlestick for myself. Another 5% extra damage within the area of a road lantern or beacon. We're suddenly turning into the area where, actually having a road lantern just to get 10% extra damage at all times, as well as the effect of the road lantern. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting into the realm where that's a good idea. Suburbs. We found the Suburbs. I thought it was actually a village. I was about to be very happy about that, but it's not. Oof. Everything's kind of play by play right now. Can just stock standard. Ultimately, I'm gonna want this to be a vampire mansion, and then I'm gonna want to go like ransack village, ransack village, ransack village. Like I'm gonna want to go deep, because that's how I'm gonna get all of my good equipment. So I think that means cemeteries start here. Time for the river. So ultimately, river wants to go. I'll wait to place the river just a second. I need to see. Actually, no. This desert will show me. Okay, desert shows me positioning. So I want this space and this space to be free, ultimately, so I'm wanting to snake under that, which means this space is a river. So that, across. Down, across, down. So it's like here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where the river has to start. Is that at the bottom right corner? The gemstones? These are the key, yes. These are lowering the enemy's damage but increasing their attack speed, but the ultimate outcome of that, if they have 50% lower damage and 50% faster attack speed, is 0.75% for their DPS overall. And then it gets changed additionally by stats after the effect, so it works out to our favor. I really wanted to have the ability to make like the first round really, really aggressive. We've only got 2 cemeteries so far. I'm a little underwhelmed, honestly. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, eh? I really want to put that suburbs there. I really wish I had this all planned out from the start. We would have so much more. Ah! It's okay. It's okay. You can't optimize absolutely everything at absolutely all times. So, instead, give up on doing any of it at any time. I'm not actually joking. I mean, I actually probably should just build that again over in the other direction, try and touch the river as quickly as I can. Vampire. I mean, this is going to be a vampire loop. That's going to be a vampire loop. That's going to be a vampire. Like, we're just going to go vampires everywhere. Yeah, I think I gotta get the Vamp Mansion out first. So the thickets are gonna be the things on this side of the river. I'm like constraining the entire suburb really, really quickly. It's gonna be good, ultimately. Not for a while yet, but ultimately, eventually, and it will be. Still have the ability to upgrade some equipment. Yeah, I'll get the more damage and I'll get the attack speed as well. Those seem great. Defense 3 and regen 1.8. I guess. It's good, I just don't want to have it. Gift of Blood! We got it immediately! The hero may strike the target with Blood Lightning with each attack. The chance is equal to his Vampirism. I think we plan around Vampirism. I think that's it. I think we've decided. I think we are now building specifically towards Vampirism. Attack speed 12%, 6% Vampirism. Game is just like, absolutely. Here you go, bud. Don't spend it all in one place. Pats me on the pocket. It's beautiful. I'd happily take a bookery at any point you want to offer a game. Not to rush you at all, but just saying. Yo, a village. We are now 4 loops in. We could have had already a full counts land, but we don't even have a village. If you give me the bookery, I'll cycle until we get it. Evasion and Vampirism, hilarious. Actually a great ring for us. My heart hurts. Give me something I can play. I've got all candles and no birthday cake. I'm so... Oh. We did it. We've villaged. I'm just gonna immediately ransack this and then put 2 wheats on either side. That will also not ransack the wheat, apparently. I think if I destroy the village, it will ransack the wheat. They will not be attended to, those lands. But yeah, I want the opportunity to fight more undead, so obviously I want to spawn them here. Absolutely don't you dare. You know what? You know what? This run was not my fault. Give me a bookery. We're wave 5. We could have done that so... We're doing it again. Mulligan. Send it back. Send it back to the chef. Send me another one. Retreat. Begin again. Actually, I can resurrect. I can literally resurrect in the middle of this fight. Let's do that. Let's give it a chance. I really wanted to die there. I desperately wanted them to kill me because I had this whole response in my mind. Dang it. I'll wait until I die to tell that joke. Hero Russian battle head on, no. Second thoughts on these ones. Bottomless bottle. Lightning fast also seems kind of good. But bottomless bottle, 40% chance not to spend a healing potion upon unusage. We also got a lot more defense in this shield over the course of that. Thank you. Some more regen on this armor. Sure. Okay, yeah, we might actually survive now. God damn it. This game. How can I make content on a game that has better comedic timing than I do, huh? This is getting shown up by the game. And it was my last day on the job, exactly. So, okay, man. I was about to retire. Oh, okay. We're sending that one back out. Absolutely we are. Am I doing anything beforehand, though? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Let's expede. I legitimately think, like, with just different spawn RNG at the very start of what we get, we're working with a completely different run. That's all I'm saying. We're cooking with gas. Stop giving me Oblivion first. I never get to use it. Village! Immediate! First thing! Okay, I can get a quest even right now. Quest me. I'll take down this king slime. Incredible. Remarkable. Beautiful. And lovely. Give me a bookery so I can re-roll all of these. That's a suburb. Greatest space for the suburbs. Gonna be down here. A village on under 5 loops must be hacking. Exactly. Apparently. I'm happy to get suburbs early as well, to be clear. Defense 2 and some regen, sure. Oh, I was so ready to just get a vampire mansion and already have the village get 1 loop. Would have been incredible. This is definitely Cemetery Street up here. I guess I should put down the last cemetery first so I pass it. Suburbs. We should start getting over now to the degree where the other suburbs are going to be a problem, and I'm going to have to worry about their placements. Okay, so let's start tracing this out. River, up, across, up, across, up, across. Oh no. It shouldn't have done that. Up, across. Hang on. Up, across, up, across. I don't want to go another layer up. It's actually worse for us at that point. Damn it. So it starts here. 1 space up, 1 space across. 1 space up, 1 space across, 1 space up. But that blocks... Wait, 1 space up, 1 space across, 1 space up, 1 space across. Yeah, it means that here can't have a landscape tile that is getting a benefit of 2 rivers. Why not just build a river away from the suburbs and scale the suburbs by building towns? Because scaling the suburbs by building some towns and some rivers makes a very dense area where I've got like landscaping of this quarter, just this, not even a quarter, like, you know, 1/8 of the map. This landscaping does all of the EXP I need for the rest of the run. I guess doing that with towns also happens as well. It relies less on just getting the suburbs consistently. Supports the ability to multiply both attack speed as well as experience in the early game. I like this. I don't think this is the problem I'm having right now. You can't have a town next to a river anyway. No, it's the suburbs that... So if a suburb gives me 1 experience and a town gives me 2 experience, a suburb next to a river is effectively a town. A suburb next to 2 rivers is better than a town. I mean, those will all be marquee soon, these forests. And if the snake is going up this direction, then I guess the marquee come out here. River finally begins. So again, there, up, there, up, there, up. Still don't want that. I mean, I can just slide 1 more space over. There, up, there, up. Slide 1 more space over before I go up. It's just that cuts off another suburb. I think I'm fine with that, actually. Not only do I think I'm fine with that, I think I have to be fine with that. So, ungrudgingly, I'm completely comfortable with this. If I put this battlefield in this position, though, I can turn it into a siren area really quickly. But I'm not good against sirens. I'm good against undead. So I actually think I want it not to become one. Begrudgingly, I like that word. You're funny, Sir man. Good. Sleep well, silly. Oh my god, happy birthday, Sal, as well. I don't know how I missed that. I must have just been perfectly looking away from chat at exactly the right time. Happy birthday, Sal. Absolute glut of birthdays recently in my life. More damage, a little bit of evasion, some regen per second. I think I actually do take that over the top there. So this thicket is gonna go here, right? Because river, river, so the thicket will be jarred on 2 sides from that. I really want a Vampire Mansion. We're about to get into the 3rd loop. A Vampire Mansion here. I would already have a Ransack land at this point. Come on, game, please. Pure damage and some 13% counter. Whew. Catch around Sal as well. Got our new quest. We'll be able to fulfill it this loop as well. Oh no, I could have finished the quest before it. Wait, I thought I... Whatever. That's fine. It happens. Just stick it over here for 4% attack speed immediately. And that one is going to slide across 2 spaces before it goes up, right? It's looking good so far. I'll get the extra defense as well. Level up to dominant mass. Defense, damage is added to by 20% of your defense value. It's still pretty minimal at this point. 10% chance upon hitting a target for stunning him for 1 second. That always just seems like a good idea when we have attack speed. Excuse me? 4%, 7%, 8% vampirism. Great, love it. 16% on evasion on that Dirk as well. I actually will take that upgrade too. They're pretty wild. A shield of damage to wall and vampirism 11%. I couldn't be happier. We're 19% chance to trigger. Never mind. We haven't got blood lightning. That was that other run. That was the one thing that went well in the other run. We got blood lightning early. It's okay. We'll get it again. I think we're good enough to kill the ransacked village at this point. God, I hope we are. That did not fill me with what's what I'm looking for here? Promise. I think your issue with this deck is that your HP is super low to start. Yeah, that's certainly performing a huge issue here for us. We're killing a decent amount of souls, but you're gonna show me ultimately exactly how much you've given me, Ancestral? No, you're not. Well, max HP on the armor is 264, so not particularly great. Let's go with... So that would space all 4 around it. Yeah, 1 more space over, and then we'll go up, and then we go across. Wait. I think it can go there. If that went up, across... No! Okay, I wanted to go up 1 more layer with this. Damn it. It's all fine in the end, but still. Oof. Ow. Ouch. Yikes. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with this fight. Oh, that went well. And we've got another village. I can immediately go for ransacking that. I think I do as well. I'll put it on the other side entirely. Oh my god, we've got a bandit camp, and never mind. We had a bandit camp at some point. But we do have a village instead. 9% on the evasion. A little bit of defense, a little bit... Slightly more max HP. I think I will actually change over to that. I think that's crucial at this point still. Gift of blood! Hero may strike again with love lighting. The thing we were looking for. Vampirism on the armor, yes! It's all coming up Millhouse. Wheatfield time. Incredible. I think we've got it. I think this is the run. We needed to survive that loop. After that, I think it's gravy, baby. Pure damage and damage to wall on the armor. Okay. Another wheat field on the other side. Another sand dune, weave it further. I'm so happy to be throwing all this stuff away with the bookeries now. Get our first town transformation too. You don't gain HP from armor with the gold card. Yeah, this one has pure damage and damage to wall. But yes, you're right. I should be completely discounting the fact that this armor has any amount of max HP. The max HP is completely removed. Removes the HP bonus from all armor from the Ancestral Crypt. Good point, well made. Wasn't thinking of it actively, but this would be the correct decision regardless. Stop countering me! Absolutely no. I must remove that. It is so lethal to me. So very absurdly lethal. Up, across, up, across, up, across, across. Across. Maybe. We've got some good paths available for that. Another frost goes there, another sand dune goes here. No one places deserts. Deserts are not good enough. Doesn't have the 10% vampirism, so it's actually not worth a damn prism. Same again. Vampirism is how I life right now, so it's very important to me. Another vamp match. I do kind of want to put the second one there. Covers all of the spaces where the bookery could introduce fights with vampire mages. Gives us the ability to put another village there, another village there. Let's... I actually should be separating the areas where I have multiple different villages, right? Like, I want them to be heals eventually between different encounters. Ugh. Dang. I think I need to get a new vampire mansion down. Incredible attack and counter. Region, nope. So, cemeteries are going to want to go between the vampire mansions. So, like, between here and here, these 4 spaces, I think, are going to be cemeteries. Okay, skilled armorer. Defense is increased by 1 per loot, so 5 defense immediately. It's a reasonable amount. We'd want to get that before dominant mass, surely. Every counter, we're not countering defense. Giving me defense without requiring my equipment to provide that defense, very helpful. Oh my god, the ghouls just coming back constantly? Is that giving me more life every time I kill them? I don't know, but I will ask the question. Second town up. So this one suburbs just gives me, you know, it gives me another experience from this turning into a town, and this suburb is giving me an experience, the river and the river as well. So that was 4 experience per enemy killed just by placing that one suburb. I like this. I really like this, like, you know, here's the suburb kept safe by this moat, effectively, just watching over the rest of the entire field. I like it so much. It's got like a narrative sense to it as well as a mechanical one. Oh, damage to all, but unfortunately not vampirism. Eventually vampirism will matter less to me, but not until, you know, we're looking at gear that is better. Ooh, over this ring, pure damage and damage to all and defense. That actually does look pretty good, that ring. Versus vampirism of 8%, the rest of that ring doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I'm actually going to replace the ring. No broken longsword, don't need to deal with that though. I'm not going to say this run is everything I wanted the last run to be, but it's certainly doing Catch around, Overlord. Ooh, 24 defense, though. That's more defense than I have total at this point. I just can't lose the last 11% Vampirism. I need my life. Way better equipment again. Okay. Vampirism, 11% on the armor. Thank you. That's exactly what we wanted. Vampirism, 9%, as well as damage to wall. The ring is even way better as well. Oh my god, those could not have been better. Legitimately, actually kind of best in class kind of situation there. Our first among our ransacked villages becomes a Count's Land, gives us 165 HP upon entering, and a quest with a better reward. Give us some good loot. A level 7 spear. Counter 17%. I'll take it, but I really want to replace it. It's just too high not to. You do level up. Survivalist, your HP drops below 30%, your regeneration's doubled. No, after receiving this trait and at the start of each loot, you receive 65% of your max HP as Phantom Shield persists between battles, and damage to the Phantom Shield ignores defense. I think I take Article of Protection because it'll give me the ability to fill up my health with Vampirism and all of those kinds of different things while taking damage against my Phantom Shield instead. It was either that or Card Sharp in my estimation. When does the next Vamp Mansion go? How many Count's Lands ultimately do I want? I think 4. So I think these 2, and then the 2 that I trigger off of this, maybe. You know what? Maybe 1 here. Let's do that. So this is going to be a Count's Land there, and then a wheat field and a wheat field. And so it's going to be like, yo, basically the whole map goes like this. Spawn, cemeteries, wheat fields, and Count's Lands, cemeteries, wheat field, Count's Lands, cemeteries, wheat field, Count's Lands. So it's alternating back and forth between those. Pure damage and damage to wall is ridiculous on this, unfortunately. I'm going to have to replace my other shield. I'm way lower on Vampirism than I ever wanted to be, unfortunately, at this point. We're done with Suburbs, finally. Feels good to know that. Whoa. Do I need another Vampire Mansion at this point? No, this one's even just in advance of what could later be done. But eventually, I think I do want Vampire Mansions covering literally the entire map. Hey, Maxwell. Good to see you, bud. Hey, didn't you have a big performance recently? I think I saw the thing on Facebook. Hope it was a great time regardless. Text me? No. Send him. Village! Finally. This one will start our Ransackery out here. As well as give us some more ghouls to fight in this line. Beautiful. I need to start putting down more battlefields so that they resurrect into ghosts, because the ghosts do have souls. Evasion and Vampirism. I actually prefer the 11% Vampirism to the other armor. Wednesday was great. Yesterday got half round out. Peace off famine. Certainly in the moment. Damage to all? And pure damage and a huge amount of defense. I mean, yeah. What else do you want? I guess unless what you want is a lower level shield that has vamp. No, it's not. He's on the verge though. Finally got the extra battlefield. How dense can I get an area of battle here? Ooh. Battlefield there even. These wheat fields will always have some scarecrows, but it's not like a fight. Maybe it is battlefield here. This is where all the skeletons are going to go for a period of time. Or battlefield here, where all the skeletons are for a period of time right now. What am I ultimately going to put adjacent to a battlefield? Nothing comes to mind. Hey, Thrillbo. Good to see you. Very kind of you to say. This is a game I was very sad to have lost, I guess, missed at the time. Very comforting to be able to go back to it. Very gratifying to be allowed to as well. I think that's it. Rivers are going incredibly. Another desert over here. Yeah, we're doing kind of like an undead and vampire hunting run using a lot of... am I going to be able to even see them from here? Not necessarily, I don't think. Using a lot of campfire items to increase my damage against the undead so that I can get good damage on early undead units in early loops. Which is working okay. No, fine. Another cemetery does need to go... Wait. Around-ish this area? Yeah, what if I just had cemeteries immediately adjacent to the vampire mansion out here? I'm feeling quite strong about that, actually. And then the river for the rest of this is going to have a plan how it's going to loop back. So, like, river loops up and then loops around. I mean, it doesn't really have the ability to go, like, diagonal much here, unfortunately. Yeah, not at all. Okay, we're going to have a slightly suboptimal river placement. That's fine. Hey, Silly Combine. Welcome on in. Good to see you as well. That one you got. No need for suburbs. Suburbs are complete. All of our investment into that is done. Not for villages, though. Although I guess that's immediately going to ransack, and I'm currently kind of dangerously HP positioned in that I don't have much. Well, I guess actually there's all the healing over here, so this is... I could put the final village right there. For now. Was I going to do anything else with that position instead of a village? Probably not. So we're also trying to stack more Vampirism than we can really get access to at the moment, so any gear with that... Oh, hello. Damage to all of 9. 9% Vampirism, higher damage. This is like one of the only weapons I could actually afford to trade my bad weapon for at the moment. I am overjoyed and ecstatic. Not so much about that village, nor the... Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Love you, bub. I think this is set. We just need Oblivions for the bandit camp as well as the village. Shield for just a bunch of defense. Don't need that. Damage to wall. No, I prefer the 11% on my armor at the moment. Vampirism ring, 11% on this, as well as some regen. Nah, the damage to wall is even more important as well. Strong aftertaste, finally. I've been waiting for that this whole time. It's a bit late, but I think it's still worth it. Oh my god. I can't stop spawning negatives. Every single time I have to place something immediately. It was unexpectedly wholesome. I really like that. I think the bookery goes here. Yeah. 2 adjacencies for it is still good. And it'll also spawn the vampire mages into the vampire fights. Also good for us. Wheatfield time. Hey, I can actually just put a wheatfield adjacent to a village question mark. Do I just randomly do that? So really what it would give us, gives us one of these wheat fields out here. No, it does. It actually gives us a negative wheat field. It's a different type of wheat field. But do I want it? Because I do legitimately want these wheat fields in other areas as well. Yeah, I might as well try it. Overgrown field. Spawns a scarecrow every 4 days. During combat, adds Field of Blades to empty combat spaces. I'm not really sure why I would want to do this, but we did. So let's hope there was a reason. Yeah, don't really care about any of those pieces either. Fields of Blades are evil. Oh, I had to imagine that. Oh, I don't think they're gonna help me. I saw them in, I think, like my second run ever, and then that's it. that's the maximum. Lots of metal. They give you metal for looting them. Okay, I can see the value in that too. Our Vampirism is healing us for so much every hit. I love it. Lower damage, more counter. No, absolutely not that. This Vilgi. Notably, they are not called Fields of Happy Fun Times. If only they were. Quest done. Not great loot, but counts. 12% Vampirism as well as 7 pure damage versus 2 damage to wall. Yep. I'll take the extra percent. I actually think it's still worth it. Wheat fields on either side of this one. Evasion, damage to wall, and regen per second. No, it's just... My choices are very simplified if I am basing my largest part of the run around Vampirism or multi-striking. Saves us a lot of choices to make. Wonder if you can ransack the forest villages. Unfortunately not. It's something that I really think that should exist. What is like a vampiric plant, right? So I guess like a parasitic vine of some kind. Like that would make sense if the vampires in that area were then, you know, phyto-vampires, right? And they're plant-based. I'd be down with that. I think it'd be a really good update. 8% on the shield, 11% no. 12% vampirism, 10% evasion versus damage to all. Actually, that might be worth it now. %10 evasion is not nothing. Prime matter! Okay, when killed, grant 3 random cards, including one you didn't choose for the expedition, or a golden card, 33% chance. Gimme! It did not gild me. Alas. Hey, a single swamp! All healing effects are lethal here, except for potions that are still on your side. I do vampirism. I do like a lot of vampirism. I can't take that. Temporal beacon. Time passes 50% faster within its sight. I mean... But the vampires won't join the fights. Buddy. Spam out all the ones that I know what to do with at least. Just making absolutely certain none of these were slapping. Nope. Not a single slapper amongst. I'm legitimately looking towards temporal beaconing bookerying all of these. I don't think I even play the temporal beacon. I don't want days to pass faster. And I definitely do want vampires to fight. But this gives me the ability to diversify the resources we're taking home. They're afraid of vampires. Does that mean you get the time speed effect without any watches? No. It just means that time watchers will join battles unless there's a vampire there. They won't show up if the vampire is. Okay, so we don't get the max HP from this, but we do get 16% attack speed, don't care about that. 10% counter, don't care about that, and regen per second that I don't care about, so... Oh man, that sounds like a great idea. It does not sound like a great idea. Two more Vamp Match. And a Battlefield. Hey, all of these are playable. They are absolutely utilizable. I really actually want to put the Battlefield specifically right there if I could, but I can't, so I won't. That's where a Vampire Mansion needs to go. I think the Battlefield needs to go like there. Right. Yep, that goes there. Vampire Mansion goes there. Vampire Mansion goes... I mean, Vampire Mansion could just sit on the top side of that and then a Battlefield in there. Yeah, I think the Vampire Mansion sits on the top side of this and then Battlefield in the middle. So we're fine on everything else. I mean, I would like another bookery. That'd be nice. Game, if you have it in your heart to offer me a bookery, I'd appreciate it. Ooh, level 8 armor has 10 defense and regen 1.8 per second. No. Pure damage and attack speed as well as lower vampirism. Again, no. Damage to wall 2, 10 defense. Again, no. So, up in this corner, the river goes out one space, across, down, down. So this can be a thicket. Pure damage of 7, 14% vampirism. We heal for so much. We heal more than any amount of damage they can do to us in between them right now. That's perfect. Oh god, these villagers. Rivers start continuing out in that direction. A rapier. We have damage to all. We're higher damage. We are doing damage to all. We've got 2% higher on the vampirism. But the damage to all is lower. I think I still replace it with that. Vampirism 2% being still pretty effective at this point. Okay. In this battle, Marquis, so we can put down 10 more Marquis before we hit the maximum effect it can give us. This armor! Really? Actually, it's only 1% more than the vampire. Yeah, it's not even that good. Lost my mind about something that's garbage. We are fatiguing as well in the fights that managed to make it there. So I think we need to do more damage so that the things die before we can fatigue. But who vamps the vampires? Me. Me, it's me who vamps the vampires. And none of us who watch the watchers, because I didn't put them down. You'll have evasion, rapier. Nope. Can I have another bookery, please? I do feel a little underserved in terms of my bookery. I'd settle for anything. Just send a Scholastic Book Fair through. They don't even have to slow down. I'll jump on. Yeah, this one I do want to ransack as well. We want to do it before we go to the new loop. And then the ransack village there. We're just going cemeteries basically up in this direction as well. Sorry, Raps, Amazon's put all local bookeries out of business. Damn it! I knew it was gonna happen. Because they kept saying that it was happening, and it kept happening. If only there was some way for me to know. Ooh, lightning fast. Hero has a 20% chance to perform a quick 3-attack combo instead of a regular hit, dealing 50% damage with each hit. So hopefully that then is more likely to trigger Gift of Blood, and it's doing vampirism every single hit, and it's healing us, and blah, 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 blah. And put all of those things together and put them into my calculator and makes a smiley face. The Gabe Johnson quote. Down across, down across. Famous Cavernous Johnson. That's fine in that position, I think, as well. Does Lightning Fast accelerate fatigue by doing 3 strikes in the same position? I don't know. I don't know. I do have the bridge. I don't know if it has any synergies with other tiles yet. I tried to explore it a little. I certainly didn't explore it fully or perfectly. Attack speed and damage to all. Yeah. Just not what we're looking for right now. Another river continues. The cemeteries continue growing as well. Another forest, another key. We did so much right there. I think our max HP is going well. Heal between those 2 positions. Yeah, that's a pretty tough space. It adds healing to adjacent villages, which means I'm not actually going to be healing when I get there anyway. Oops. River in another cemetery. I mean, if you're gonna throw away deserts and suburbs, don't just give me those deserts and suburbs back, please. That just seems rude. That seems intentional. I mean, damage to walls 7, pure damage 4, 10% on the evasion, way higher defense. Yeah, it's better than the shield I was currently wearing, but it's not a shield that I want to wear. Ultimately. Deserts and Suburbs is my favorite tabletop game. I would also happily lose that tabletop game in order to make nice districts. I've been walkable city pilled. 412. Yeah, no, I don't even want that ring upgrade right now. Wouldn't even consider an upgrade. Whoop. Whoop. Thank you for standing back up consistently. It's very nice of you. Loop down and around, and then define a new layer, and then loop down and around. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be doing something a bit weirder with those, I think. Yeah, this is not an optimal river at all. But it's reasonably optimal. It's optimish. Extra thicket does just want to go down sooner rather than later. Put it in a position where I know it's gonna. So it's going there. Counter evasion on that, unfortunately. Not the vampirism we were looking for. The sand dune needs to extend the effects of the sand dunes for the rest of the Maquis down there. I probably only have 8 Maquis at this point to plant. 8 Maquis at maximum. So, loop, up. So that means that's going to be a thicket as well. We're going to need way more rivers than thickets up here. This is going to be a problem. Unless we get more bookeries, game. I swear I took them. I swear I drafted them, game. So many villages. A ring of 8 defense, 8 counter, no. 9 damage to all, 8 defense, no. Attack speed, no. Evasion, no. I do ultimately want vampires covering the entirety of the map. So I can do that right now with that and that. Oh, thank heck. Oh, we're about to be literate. Oh, we're about to read. I think a battlefield wants to be in that position, which would cover that, that, and that. So then another battlefield naturally wants to be in this position to cover these 4. Is there any position where I can get a bookery for a double reload that doesn't cause problems later? Honestly, I think my bookeries should probably only, at this point, replace 1 card. This position! This position. This one right here. This counts. This is it. That position has to be for a battlefield later. This is for a bookery though. I could turn this into reeds if I wanted to go all the way down there, but I don't want to. Well, but then that whole line is just going to be empty. What's it otherwise going to be? If only I could be so gloriously literate. I could shipwreck there. I could totally shipwreck there. But I don't want to shipwreck. Right? shipwrecks? Yeah, I'll go the space across. That was a hard decision to make. It was one of those decisions that'll make a bunch of other decisions for me later, and I don't know if I agree with all of those decisions yet. These cascading decisions. Tied to all. Vampirism of 18% on the shield. Equals 25 defense. Yeah, that shield has no vampirism, so having 55% vampirism half of the time when we hit an enemy, we hit again. Seems good to me. Two more marquee total before I never need to put another one down. Unfortunately, all of these armors are really, really not stacking up. Can't replace any of those. Do I do it? Yep, okay. Reed spawns a fishman one every 3 days. I'm just inviting that into my life. Give us a wee bit of chaos. I swear the vampire mage, like, escapes every time. Is that intentional? I'll pause it next time it comes to that. Doesn't show us any reason for that there. Pure damage, counter, regen percent. None of that is worth the 2% on the vampirism nor the pure damage. So I only need one more adjacency for a sand dune to be able to create a marquee. And then this is going to go one space across, so we're going to end up with another river. And then it's going to go one space across again. Oh god, this thicket is a problem. I pre-planned this thicket too much in advance. Fate and vampirism. No, no, no. Yes to the Oblivion. I want to get the Ziggurat out of here. I also want to... Bandit camp first. Regen to wall and defense. No. Ooh! Damage to wall 5. Counter 11. Vampirism 9. No. We can get better than that. Vampirism shield of a higher level, but lower effects. Pure damage up. Don't care about that. As much at least. I could save myself a problem if I just deal with the river going. Am I actually going to Oblivion a thicket here? No way. Zigzag up past it, yeah. Only real choice we get to make at that point, unfortunately. Fields, forests. Okay, one more forest goes here. Annoyingly, that just blocked off the other position I was going to put the final marquee. Extremely annoyingly. 60% to all. Vampirism. Slightly higher on the vampirism. Significantly lower on the damage. I really wish it wasn't so important that I have vampirism on that. So tag up, tag up, tag up, tag up, tag up, tag up. So that'll go there. And there. Sand dune preparation can continue with one here. And then there's our final marquee. Any more vampire mansions? So we can see the AoE of the vampire mansion is actually already affecting literally the entire run. So no. Can't build suburbs. Don't want to build deserts. Go. Could ruin our next loop by filling the whole inside path of reeds. I do not want to do that. You're right, I could ruin. Ooh, so many items. Honestly, I'm just going to scroll over them, and if they don't say the word vampirism, I'm just going to continue. I think that's probably about the right choice for us right now. I do want to put this battlefield over here, covering another large combat area. However, I can also just spawn the shipwreck. Immediately get a shipwreck. I do kind of like it though. This is actually quite problematic over here. Getting more coverage there would be nice. I'm getting a shipwreck. Is there a good reason? No. But I am getting a shipwreck. Okay, what is the tile that the vampires aren't affecting? There's one tile, apparently. Ah, it's this one that I was accidentally hovering over. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, I can just put a vampire. I'm literally just going to cover it. Just do it. Never have to think about a vampire mansion again. Offload thought. We can start to unthink. Oh, vampire mansion. Vampirism, rather. On the rapier. It's good. It's actually legitimately good. Forest and Vigilance. We've done all of the McKee we need to do, so at this point, that's snaking up around that. These are just going to end up being thickets anyway. I think it'd be great if there was a blueprint function where you could place where you wanted things to go before you got the tiles, at least for the river, if nothing else. I think that would be an incredible idea, Wizard. Legitimately all behind that. Okay, so we need to get rid of these villagers. I think they pose more of a problem than bandit camps. The countering of us with the enemies of killing us. Not good. Not what we want. I mean, it's a good shield, it's just not 18% vampirism. All the rest of that doesn't really need my help. It's another ransacked village, so that was going to be wheat fields. Forests, don't care about those anymore. Sand dunes. Start popping them down, don't care. Yep, cool. Speed vampirism on the rapier. We lose the pure damage, but we have significantly higher damage. None of the rest of that replaces anything though. Get another sand dune down. Fuck it. Blue items with one attribute tend to have the highest percentage values on one stat. I did not know that. So okay, man, thank you. I thought it was one of the positions where the orange tier just had all of them. Like it just had another modifier, and all of the modifiers rolled independent to the rarity of the item. The fact that they don't is really important. That adds a lot more diversity into the building for me, because I've just been defaulting to only yellows and oranges. I like this. I like this. Siren, leg up, cross, up, cross, up. Oh no! Wait, no, I just started a new loop. We're fine. We're fine.
Oh, Vampirism on the shield, and it does damage to all as well as regen per second, slightly higher defense.
4% less Vampirism, though. I'm gonna think about that. Incredible. Love it. Yeah, that's what the villagers do to me. Destroying the next village in my path. Finally got another bookery as well, though. I'm gonna make that a cemetery just so it can't respawn as something else later. Do just want to get another bookery out. Just gonna pop it there. It's only gonna be hitting one space, but that's fine. See, as soon as I'm fighting enemies I can actually steal health from, we're good. Higher defense. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Higher defense and one higher in the vampirism as well. Lower vampirism, more counter damage. No, don't care about those. So man, it's just running into the ruined village and turning into zombies. You know what? In my mind's eye, yes. Yeah, you can pin equipment just by right-clicking. It will stay there at the top of your inventory. I just don't use it much because I don't usually want to pin equipment. Another river. No forest, don't care about those still. Suburb, suburb. Oh, another river. Please give me oblivions. Also, replace my armor with more vampirism, please, again. Would be much appreciated. Attack speed 8%, don't care about that. Evasion 12%. Vampirism 9%, don't care about that much either. Again, no. Got so many quests. This final stretch before the end is going to be a wild time. I'm going to use the Oblivion immediately to take out the extra village because they are really, really problematic. Even more battlefields because those aren't. Nope, nope, nope. Cool. Q raps VAs the boss's slightly sadder intonations every time he kills them. Yep. It's certainly the intention. I mean, they've come to realize that the futility is on their side. It's biting both ways. Down, across. Yeah, I'm not going to want to go down back into the loop again, so it's just going to be down there. That's fine. Wheatfield Suburbs again, no. We actually managed to level up again. Blissful Ignorance deals you a full hand of Oblivion cards. From now on, using Oblivion cards heals the hero by 10% of his max HP. Do I also have Dominant Mass. Damage is increased by 20% of the defense value. So that's, again, for me at this point, about 8 damage. Blissful Ignorance. I mean, I'd be able to destroy those ziggurats. There's a lot of things that I do want to be able to blissfully ignorant, but I don't want to do it before I kill the boss. I want to do it after I kill the boss. I'll take the dominant mass, possibly for the boss. Possibly even in anticipation thereof. The sirens, no, those were fish. Those were fishmen. Those weren't sirens. Good. Those were sirens. I was going to be very disappointed in them for dying instantaneously. Another battlefield for these spaces. Armor, no. Vampirism on the ring, as well as attack. Nope. Attack speed just has no value for me at this point. None and none. Oh, the ring of 40% attack speed. I mean, it's still got no value for me, but like it's closer than any of the other ones so far. Suburbs. Okay. So finally, no, these aren't the fishmen. Or rather, these are the fishmen. These aren't even the sirens yet. Prime matter. So, just gonna loop like. Yeah, I think we're almost done with the river again. Which is fine. I think it's still done fine. More than enough, even. This is one lower on the Vampirism. Same for the true damage. Has slightly higher attack speed. Fine. Let's fight. The hunt begins. Sick 'em. Yeah, this is the thing, see? Vampirism. It's just a waste of time. The new hunt's coming. I already got your scent. That's all they want to say to us at this point. That's all you ever say to me these days. After killing an enemy, your next attack will deal 2x loop extra damage. I mean, that's a good thing for scaling later on, I think. When the hero's health falls below 20%, he may attack 4 times with 2% attack speed. 2 times attack speed, rather. Once per battle. I'm gonna take the Hunter's Mark. Click that. And we'll stay. We have no reason to flee yet. This ring is lower pure damage, lower attack speed, same vampirism, higher regen per second. I think not. Regen per second in vampirism, we don't need both. Far rather not have both, in fact. Let's send you over here and continue running. Bookery. Honestly, in literally any position again. Oh, 15% vampirism. Finally, we found an upgrade. Doesn't matter about max HP literally at all. It does not affect or contribute towards us. Okay. We've got a lot of max HP. I'm feeling like the Ancestral Crypt has really, really paid off. I don't know where that wheat field was even going to go. I have that whole thing of Oblivions now game. I think now would be the time for those. Counter, regen, evasion 17%. Man. Give me that on the vampirism instead, please. I'd be so keen. Is Luke coming along? It is coming along quite well. With 30 on the Orbs of Expansion, 30 on the stable metals. We're not on stable wood yet. We're not going to max out Preserved Rock at all. That's just not going to happen. We're doing well. We get a lot of resources basically every fight. Less vampirism, no. Please. Counter and vampirism, no. Honestly, just get me the lowest level ring. So the common equipment, but just vampirism for the ring, please. Just give me like 25% vampirism on the ring by itself. Would be nice if we managed to max out food. That's seeming to happen so slow that I don't know if we will be able to. Right, because food is at 12 now, and I've had so many wheat the entire time. This feels like it's lagging a lot behind where we need it to be. Damage wall and attack speed, no, attack speed, no, attack speed, no, attack speed, no! How do you have so much attack speed? That will be the work of these thickets. Thickets plus 2% hero attack speed, and the rivers next to them double their effectiveness. So we snake the rivers around them and get a bunch of attack speed. I still don't think we build any more villages at this point. I think we are basically the right balance of oops to wow. Anything else? No, 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 no. Good. Okay! How much of the battlefield can be covered? I can cover a few more spaces at the same time. I'm placing you down here. Every time I look at one of your runs, I wonder where your helmet slot is. The helmet slot gets unlocked for the warrior with the arsenal. We saw that in the last run. And it gives you damage retaliation. Basically, every single time someone hits you, hit them back for some damage. It's not counter, it's just damage retaliation. Nope, 10. Damage wall, no. Good ring? Good ring? Yeah, counter and damage to wall mattered more to me than pure damage and attack speed. So yes, good ring. Wait, no, it's actually a worse version of what I currently have. Ah, I thought it was perfect. Alas, my current weapon's just too good. Speaking of current weapon being too good, is 13 pure damage enough to go back to it? I think it is. We get so much from a single combat, it's absurd. Attack speed again. No, no, no. We're no longer putting down any rivers at this point as well. Vampire Mansion. Don't need those anymore either. Literally the entire map's covered. 2 Oblivions! At the same time! Vampirism on the shield. Regen. No, no, no. Counter. No, no, no. Okay. Don't care about any of those. But we do get the 2 Oblivions. I'm immediately going to destroy that village because it almost kills me every time I go there. This overgrown field doesn't actually seem like it's too much of a problem. These ziggurats are, though. Almost forgot that they were even there. They almost slid under the radar until they survived that, but alas, they've not managed to. Oh man, pure damage 9 and damage to all 5. I lose 4% vampirism to do this. That hurts. That hurts, but I think it's so good. I still want to run on Necro where the entire loop is village ? That sounds amusing. How many thickets would you have to place down to do that? Like, would you have to have Card Sharp and Oblivion and destroy a bunch of thickets and then replace them, then destroy them and replace them? Like, is it possible? If I fill the whole row with villages, wheat fields, etc., the village won't be bothering me anymore. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm working my way towards. And I want to use cemeteries as the way that I do that. I just haven't seen cemeteries in a while. Just evasion of vampirism on this ring. Still don't beat out the other one, unfortunately. If you counter, no.
Oh,
Indecent effects. Still doesn't beat out the other ring, though. I'm in love with the patterning of the dunes in McKee. You and I both. I had to. I absolutely had to.
oh, ring.
Oh, no, it's just regen. Need the vampirism to be the highest stat. Finally, another cemetery to replace this. Vampirism's equal, but higher regen. Don't care. Scimitar, level 12. Reasonably higher damage, no vampirism, so I can't care about that at all either. Oh, this gating, if it doesn't have vampirism, is becoming increasingly problematic, but I think if I try and move away from it, I will immediately lose. Honestly, like another battlefield can go there. Not that it needs to. Another cemetery, thank heck. Let's plug out this position as well. No more possibility of spawning the village ? Up there, which is one of the worst positions for it for us. This rapier is lower damage, so it's 8 lower damage. Well, 8 and 13 lower damage. Wow, it's surprisingly lower damage. However, 20% on the vampirism, 7 pure damage as well. That's got to replace it. 14% on the vampirism, 3% more vampirism for that amount of pure damage and damage to all. No, I don't think we make that trade though. God, I love these fights up here. 13%, but oh my god, 40 defense, lose 6% vampirism for 12 more defense. Yep, I think that's about the kind of trade that I want to be able to make. That's why I'm keeping so much vampirism on all of my equipment, so that if I do have to trade down vampirism on any piece of my equipment, I still have it supported well. Another cemetery. Suburb Vampire Mansion, no need. We definitely can't leave before we max out Book of Memories, right? It's just so easy to max that out in a run that's already succeeded against the boss. Another bookery. Counter vampirism, vampirism defense, damage to all. Okay, so this would be 32 defense, 5 damage to all, and 14% vampirism. So we're losing 8 defense for 1% vampirism, 5 damage to all. No. Armor of just vampirism. No. Bugger. There's another Oblivion for us, thank heck. Let's blow up that extra village question mark we just got. Suburbs, desert, forest, river. Continue going. No one needs to stop us now. 41 and 15% on the vampirism. Thank you. Upgrade. Evasion of 14%, as well as 11% on the vampirism. It's still nice, but I don't know if I change my pure damage and damage to all for that. So these thickets are going in the positions where they won't be transformed by any of the sand dunes, and then the rest of it's just going to be sand dunes. Matching sand dunes and thickets out here until they meet. I do have all, yeah, I have all of my Maquis done. I made sure to do that early. Yeah, with the amount of food that we're taking home, we will definitely be able to pick up the alchemy hut at this point. Oh, I'm so excited for that. These 2 runs have been so good. Well, the only 2 runs that we've had. Again, only 2 runs that we've had. These 2 runs. There's certainly no run in between them. I don't even remember it. I don't know what you're talking about. Absolutely murderlates the back line. Evasion, no, vampirism and evasion count. 14% of the evasion? No, still probably not at this point. What are you even talking about? I don't know. I couldn't possibly. Triple damage, evasion, vampirism, no. Damage to wall again, vampirism, no. Attack speed and vampirism? Can you just give me vampirism? Just vampirism on that ring, please. That's the ring. Like, it's got the bat sigil on the front. That's the vampirism ring. Give me vampirism with it, please. High level version, but as well, please. I know I'm very demanding, but in my defense, I want it.
Game, I'm certain you can do it.
No again on those. Village vampire mansions, still don't care about those. Still have a cigarette in the corner. You're right, I do. As soon as I get another Oblivion, I will destroy it. Rings don't have a base stat, so I think generally get the most vampirism on Grey, right? That's what I would think, like a Grey version here of this kind of ring, but I haven't seen any of those. I don't know if I've, like, historically ever seen any of those. Does overlapping the battlefield upgrade the ghost chance? I don't know. Enemies on tiles around it can become ghosts when they die. I guess we'll see if it has, like, 2 different AoE effects, because, like, the AoE effect is battlefield, right? 20% chance for all enemies that have a soul to be reborn as ghosts after being killed. So then, when we're in a battle, I guess we're not going to be in a battle overlapping. Yeah. Actually, none of my battlefields overlap, literally at all. I can't even check. Attack speed, defense, counter. Nope. Evasion, vampirism again. No. Sure, I'll throw another book reader. No reason not to. This is a good opportunity. It was a good opportunity for us. This is so much more max HP, but that is the only stat I do not care about in literally any way because it does not affect me from the armor. Unfortunate. More villages, more vampire mansions. Literally thickets and sand dunes are the only things that I want to place at this point. Thickets, sand dunes, maybe a bookery, but possibly not even that. Oh? Oh no, this ring is just a worse version of the one that I currently have, right? Yeah, unfortunately. So even the quests that we're completing at this point are not really giving us competitive levels of equipment. The quests are supposed to give us like really good equipment as well. I guess our demands for equipment goodness at this point is particularly high. They need to be able to self-justify in that way. Yeah, I can't turn down 8% of Vampirism in order to get this different way. Oh, it's so much more damage though. Its damage starts at the high end of the previous... Okay, I have to replace that, unfortunately. I was trying to justify it otherwise myself, but I couldn't do it. Alas. Where are we on the field right now? We're there. Okay. So I'm going to place a battlefield here. It's not going to turn over. However, when we're on this wheat field area... Wild. When we're on that wheat field area, I'll look at the chance for ghosts to be spawned. The cemetery. Oh. Vampirism 12. Pure with the attacks. Yeah, absolutely replace that weapon. Vampirism up. Regen per second. Lower defense. Higher attack speed, lower defense, lower damage to wall. No, don't care about that. Pure damage to wall and evasion. No. Damage to wall, counter and evasion. No. Cool. We're fine with all of those. Now I'm here, so it's 3 spaces. It's this one that I have to worry about. Damage to wall 11 and Vampirism 13. Is that better than pure damage right now? 11 damage to wall versus 13 pure damage. I think so. I have a lot of AoE fights still ahead of me. You know what would be amazing for this build? A swamp? Yeah, I just walk into it, hit one enemy, and die. Just instantly. I didn't see it! I tried! It was too quick! Maybe there's like a frame of it showing the actual solution. Damn it. Are we even going for another loop after this? Is it possible? You know what? I think we're actually in the area where I'm gonna do this. Automatically pause after battle. No. Stop pausing. If something's good, I'll find it. Vampirism of 16%. I mean, if it didn't have attack speed as the other stat that's funding, I would go for it. But it does. Counter 11 attack speed. No. I mean, I guess I'm now just pausing in the fight instead so that I can inspect the equipment. I'm not really actually making this more efficient at all. Vampirism, the same thing. No, and no. Okay, cool. Attack speed and Vampirism duel. No. Yeah, sure, let's go for another loop. Why not? Vampirism to all. Damage to all, and then the... No, yeah, it's still significantly worse as a sword. I have Vampirism, though. Shame. The Oblivion. Oh, I had a quest to kill the Sand Spirit if it actually managed to spawn at me. The sand dune there to just finish it out. That's all we need to do for the moment. %. 14. Oh! 57 defense, 14% vampirism. That's an upgrade. That counts. Defense is damage. 20% of our damage specifically is... Well, 20% of our defense specifically is damage. Counter and vampirism? Counter and vampirism? Is that better than damage to all? Absolutely not. Tragically, absolutely not. Pure damage and damage to all. If not for the low armor. That actually managed to make another village. I literally could have put a cemetery there immediately. Rude. Please. Give me Oblivion very quickly, game. I don't deserve it, but I do, again, want it. Huh? Damage to wall! There we go! Damage to wall and vampirism. This is what we're looking for. It's actually a straight upgrade on the ring we're currently wearing. Oh my god. Insanity. We got just immediately another upgrade, basically along the same lines. Damage all though. No. Let's get those two more sand downs there. I mean, any joining between the two is just going to become mucky. And I'm just gonna do that, get a couple metamorphoses out of it. Oh. Pure damage 15, damage to all 7, and vampirism 12. So we are losing 50%. We are below 50% on vampirism right now, unfortunately. I do need to get that back as quickly as possible. 3% on the armor? I also get a little bit of defense? No. Damage to all, vampirism doesn't have as much of the defense stat we need. Okay, there are still placements for thickets. Get one more of those down. After we've placed the next thicket, destroyed this, and placed a cemetery, we never need to play another tile. Then it's just an inventory game for us. Vampirism, and defense. I mean, it's going to be really difficult to have anything better than our current armor for a while. Doesn't mean I shouldn't give it the chance to do so, though. Got the Oblivion. Thank heck. Don't have the cemetery for the space, though. Do have the ability to pop down a bookery. Sure. No defense is needed. River, no. Battlefield, no. Suburbs, etc. No. Well, I mean, actually, yeah. Let's put down second battlefield in the same area. Now we can actually check the battlefield with the rest of that. We can fill the rest of the roadsides with vampire mansions and battlefields at this point, but I don't think we actually benefit from doing that. Pure damage of 24 on a shield. On a shield. It does looks pretty. I cannot disagree with that, and I do like optimizing around things looks pretty. It's just I think that we, otherwise, if we let the resources cycle, we do get actual things for that. Whether or not I need those at the moment. Blissful Ignorance! Deals you a full hand of Oblivion cards from now on. Using Oblivion cards heals the hero by 10% max HP. Hello. Now, what do I do with these? I don't know if I need them for anything at this point. I mean, I can destroy bookeries that have been completed and then replace them with bookeries. I can just feed them all to bookeries that as well. That's true. There's a bandit still. There is indeed. Get rid of that. Yeah, what if I just don't use them? What if I just get them and I have them? Yeah. This is just mine. These Oblivions are just here to cheer me on. That's the final cemetery down. The entire path is now covered. Oh, wait. Battlefield, 20% chance. So this has 2 battlefields active in this area, but it's still a 20% chance, apparently. And it doesn't say that it's got like 2 versions of that aura stacking, so it's not like 20% individually rolled 2 times. Maybe the suburbs can go, now you don't need the XP. That's genius. Genius brain. Genius mega brain strategy statistics right there. Love it. I can actually pop a suburb immediately back down. Just get a little bit more metamorphosis. We're gonna be leaving very soon. We're gonna need to leave very soon. Evasion 13%, Vampirism 11%. Yeah, there's not even gonna be that much more that we can get. Actually, when I say soon... Oh, wow, apparently I'm going through one final loop here. Is that 17? Damage to wall, defense, regen per second. No, I don't. That's not good. This armor, though, finally. Pure damage, damage to wall, and vampirism. Thank you. I think I might actually just be best served by looking away for a while and just letting the run finish. And then meeting it when it's done. We'll rebuild the suburbs! Okay, so it's apparently been a while since I needed to care. Rhapsody's been replaced by Rhapsody. Yep. So this is how a real estate businessman makes money? Yeah, you're right. Passive income and not doing anything. quickly Oblivion that. And then if I can put a suburb back. Also by destroying and rebuilding the suburbs, yeah. I don't think getting the original residency here anymore. I almost want to give it another loop. Wait, have I died this run? I don't think I've used the Ancestral Crypt at all this run. If that's the case, I can die and come back. Just gonna slightly inspect the equipment that looks very good. 18. It's level 18 and it's still garb. It's all garbed up. What are you farming? So I'm still getting Orbs of Afterlife, I'm getting Orb of Evolution occasionally, and I'm getting Preserved Force. I'm not like specifically holding out for a specific amount of them or anything like that. It's just this is working and doesn't seem to have any sign that it's gonna stop. Defense, I do kind of want to get 10 more defense. But so slightly that I don't actually do it. I don't think so, but runs that depend on Vampirism collapse real quick in your experience, so not sure how good a Resurrection is. I think it would probably be able to get me to the end of the floor, at least. Worst case scenario, I do have the skulls to bring things back, so I can risk this. Hmm? 22% Vampirism, 3 defense. Yes, 10% more Vampirism. Yes. What a huge, magnificent, monumental, ridiculous upgrade for us. It's a one-bot strat. It works until it doesn't. Exactly. And I'm not going to know until when it works unless I try. Yikes. I mean, we're getting a lot more defense available out of these, but... Counter this one. So we're losing 8% on Vampirism in order to pick up 5 defense and 13 true damage. No. No. We're definitely starting to see, you know, my HP actually be threatened by enemies here. Like, if ever a fight goes long enough that I get into fatigue, that enemy will really, really mess my life up. Yeah, we definitely leave after this loop. Say Intention. Damage to wall 18. Oh, it's so big. Oh my god, this is so cool. I don't want to leave, but I have to because it's right. I should leave. Oh my god, it's 7 beats. Ah. Ah. Huge upgrade. We finally got the weapon I want. Now I have to leave, huh? Destroy that. Bring back the suburbs. Destroy it again. Decent contributions consistently. The metamorphosis up there from that. We just missed 69% vamp. Do I have any way to decrease my vamp by exactly 1? Any of you? Come on, some of you have to have Vampirism. No. None of them, apparently. Shame. I think it's definitely time to retreat here. And that's what we call a run. That's what we call it. Potion Maker's Hut. If I upgraded this one more time, I get another potion healing effect and refill to camp. Okay, that's good. I don't want to jump to immediately get it. The cemetery, the war camp upgrade, no, but maybe that'll unlock something else for us later. Having a look at our build out here, there's the Alchemist tent. Time to put him down. Yeah, absolutely, this is gonna unlock a new person, right? The clinking of vials and the unusual colored smoke indicate iron is being transformed into gold, or something else is into something else. Unlocks the armory, unlocks the ability to craft jewelry if the supply depot is built, it is. Unlocks the 0 milestone golden card if the intel center is built, and we have not seen 0 mile. Did you know hydrogen is the most basic common element in the universe? And did you know that lacking in this knowledge doesn't make you a bad person? Don't be afraid to learn, my friend, is what I meant. Not knowing is the real crime. Sorry, not knowing is academic. Not knowing is not a crime. The real crime is not trying to not know by learning. And look, what we can achieve with science. Alchemical transformations of matter. Creating one from another, something you don't have from something you do. It's brilliant. So, now, you know where to go if you need a good old alchemical transformation, and you are always welcome for a nice cup of tea and a good conversation. Ah, alchemy. So I can decompose the things that I do have into the things that I don't have, right? Probably at a relatively heavily lossy transformation for us. I'm glad to hear that, Seminar. It has very much clouded, well, I say clouded, overshadowed my time as well with games. And will do until I make my way through all of the loops. I almost want to try and get a second lumberjack out there. I don't have a single warehouse. I think it's possible that the warehouse is a good idea as well. Just look at us. Yesterday, we had no idea how to get by. And already, we need more space to store all our belongings. I always knew that human greed would outlive an apocalypse. That's 1 out of 2 warehouses. Yeah, the other one won't even want to be built on the other side. So, wait, hang on. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to start destroying things, like the decent forge, in order to put... I'm not putting down a second warehouse. We'll revive the hero with 15 HP percent once during an expedition. So multiple different revivals for us? Maybe. I think, first off, let's upgrade the campsite. My kitchen just keeps getting better. Here's a new recipe for you. Got some chicken into cubes, then fried with soy sauce and 2 spoonfuls of honey. I usually add some sesame leaves myself, but that version on haute cuisine. Of course the chef is French, he had to be. War camp update's pretty decent. That true as well. That true as too. I think I want to focus on the Potion Maker's Hut first for the extra potion refill to camp and the extra potion healing effect. And then, if I have it left over... Did you know healing herbs don't always heal? Yeah, sometimes your potions don't help me at all. That's not what I'm talking about. With the right dosage, you can turn a medicine into a poison. That's the duality of life itself. Something you consider evil can also be good from a different point of view. But don't sweat it. It's not like you'll be facing such dilemmas anytime soon, huh? We can unlock it again at Pocket 3 Heart. 2% extra on the potion's healing effect, as well as another camp item slot, something. But I want that warm camp upgrade. I'm gonna go war camp first. What? Did you get tired after just a couple laps around the camp? There's no shame in failing, but there is shame in not trying to improve. So, give me another run, right now. Don't stop till your legs give out. We can actually still do the Apocalypse 3 Heart after all of that. Even the cemetery if I wanted to. My god, we've got so many resources. Yep. I can actually do the other one too, my god. Our occupations are much alike, you know. Not sure. I don't think my blade has ever healed anyone. My herbs heal wounds and aches, but your actions heal the world itself. Your march restores the flow of life, even if you do have to kill on your journey. Rhapsody just being slightly more Aussie there. Yeah, that's me going, I don't know a voice for this character. I'm gonna default to my own. I'm gonna change it slightly. Yeah, revive the hero another time. This is so good. So many upgrades!
I was watching the people. At first, they were lying still. Then, began getting up, walking, bringing coffee. Convenient. I can watch you too. You don't need to lie still. You must keep going.
I mean, who am I to turn him down? We must keep going. What did we unlock? 0 milestone. Changes the enemy's strength depending on where they are. Monsters will get slightly weaker closer to the 0 milestone and become stronger further away from it. Doesn't affect bosses. I don't know if I like this. Not sure if it's an extra revive, just HP on the revive. Well, I only get the revive if I have the Ancestral Crypt. So if I don't have the Ancestral Crypt, then I think the Cemetery upgrade that I just got still revives me. So that would then mean that if I had the Ancestral Crypt, it would revive me independent of that still, is my belief. Interesting, depending on those ranges. Yeah, exactly. The fact that this doesn't give us any actual information as to what it's doing makes it... You know? Yeah, if we have one part of the loop that we really know is going to be an issue, then we put the 0 milestone near that, and then we try and make the other side of the loop a lot safer. I don't know if I want to do the 0 milestone. Zero milestone, it looks like, also wants to be placed on the road. Specifically on the road. You think stronger enemies drop better loot? Maybe? Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's have a look in the encyclopedia. There's the Bridgie. Only needed to increase the length of a river. A bridge can tell you a lot of things about the place where it ended up. If you see some old ropes and a rotten plank instead of a normal bridge, stay vigilant. That place is definitely no good. Should you cross a river over a sturdy stone bridge, your future may look quite bright indeed. And if you happen to be a merchant by trade, the sight of a reliable and wide stone bridge designed to hold the weight of a trade caravan will definitely bring joy to your heart. Only a few people understand that not only does a bridge cross the river, but the river also crosses the bridge. I wonder, is this giving us a bit of information, possibly, about adjacencies? Should you cross a river with a sturdy stone bridge, your future might look quite bright indeed, so that's, I guess, normal bridge. If it's old ropes and rotten plank, I mean, I don't know how to make a bad bridge. Doesn't say that there's any adjacencies that would affect that. Should you cross a river over a sturdy stone bridge? That's the one I read previously. If you happen to be a merchant by trade, the site of a reliable stone bridge. Merchant by trade. Eh? I don't think they're all merchants. Wow, I guess I have not played the other 2 golden cards, so at some point I'm going to have to play. Yes, alchemy has just become unlocked. Landscape, there's no more tiles in landscape, there's no more specials, there's no more in roadside. Okay. Unless they are ultra hidden, I believe I've now seen every different transformation of a tile. Right, the McKee transformations, we've seen the forest transformations, we've seen things like that. Unless it would fill out a new slot. Because I thought that the transformations were empty question marks before. I mean, we can get, you know, all the information on the watches and stuff like that. These have really, really nice writing. I think between each run, I'm just going to unlock one more list of things and then read one more. Because I do want to actually splash these in, but I also don't want to sit there just reading for 40 straight minutes. Little is known about the Watchers. Usually, they're just staring at something intently. Rarely do they ever enter the tower, only return soon after and continue their watch. They rarely intrude on any events taking place, unless the course of history changes drastically.
He told me the stars are going out, one after another. The most distant one first, unseen to our eyes. He said they had begun disappearing thousands of years ago and almost no stars are left now. I didn't believe him, of course. I can still see all of the 18 stars from the top of the hill where they always are. An extract from a report to the head of the Astronomical Society.
During the siege, an unknown creature appeared. It was just floating in the air and nothing else. So we continued the assault. We breached the east gate soon after, and the enemy started pouring the boiling oil on our heads. And there I had a voice inside my head.
This is not how it must happen.
And the oil didn't harm us at all. We successfully pressed on, broke through the enemy defenses.
A field report by Captain Jarrah.
Back when I was a little girl, I got lost and came upon a lonely tower. Its door was open. Inside, I saw thousands of glass walls with unimaginable paintings on them, great shining lights surrounded by stars. Creatures just like in my grandmother's fairy tales. Cities made of light and water. Then a man in a cape told me,
"The Defiler's line must not be broken. You must live."
And in the next moment, I was standing in front of my home estate. You're the collector of stories. Let my tale, crossed out, be in your collection too.
One of the stories collected by Gregor the Suspicious.
We've got more furniture and such that we can make. We've got a meat stew and a couple other things. I think we've got a lot more space in our supply right now. Yet we can put 23 different things into the run. Oh boy. 12 more than we currently have. Which do we want? Increases damage done to the boss by 4%. 4%. Ah, yes, you're right. We did take the Count's Chair. Plus 1% to the Vampirism if the hero already has it. Not bad, but obviously only going to be relevant for the heroes that have access to Vampirism. Plus 1 base HP for every food in the camp. We can also get another garlic, and we can also get multiple cheeses. I mean, cheese is just good. Heals 1 HP after killing an enemy. What are you going to turn that down for? Meat stew. Receive an additional 5 HP when passing through a village. Like it and love it. And want more of it. Also take a kitchen knife for some extra base HP. We've got 3 for the rat wolves and the skinner's knives there. Old frying plan. Additionally, heals for 15 HP when passing through the campfire tile. Neat. I could have sworn I had a second brass candlestick. That I found one in that run as well. Oh, no. It might have been the run that wasn't a run. The run that didn't happen. The run that was never. Preserve tiles. Stone in those. I actually think the next thing I'm going to do is get every available miner's pick added. How much do I need low-level resources right now? Like, what is preventing the upgrades of important things for me? Like the diner, for instance. What's preventing the diner's upgrade? More food. More of this resource that I cannot... Orb of Expansion? Can I get Orbs of Expansion in early quests? Yeah, low-level resources are never bad to have in excess with the alchemy. That actually might be a good reason to then specifically choose to go on a low mission and just blow it out really, really quickly.